This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Well, looks like the mail has come in, and this time it's Mafia Definitive Edition. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with another First Impressions, and like I said before, it's Mafia, the Definitive Edition, published by 2K Games, and I guess this version done by, I hate all this online crap. I'm not even gonna do anything online in the first place, so whatever. It's 2K, so no. Not gonna link my account. I don't even have an account. Man, why can't we just play the game? I just want to play the game. I don't want to. It's like, man, I just recently I just finished a Doom Eternal. It's the same thing. It's like you had to set up an account. Although in this one you could just play it, but still, it's like just let me play the game. Come on. Ugh, man, that just already soured me already. But 2K is not known for be a very good company. Then again, how many good companies are there really when you think about it? But anyway, Mafia Definitive Edition. God, it's been a long time since I played the Mafia games, whether it be... technically it's not First Impressions because I played the games before, but I haven't played this version of the game, the Definitive Edition, which I think it's supposed to have... Isn't it supposed to have, like, all the games or something like that in them? Or maybe you have to, like, buy them. Okay, so you just get the first game in this one then, so... I heard there was, like, a... Maybe I guess they're doing that with all of them. I must have misread some stuff or whatever. But this game specifically is the first game, which was about the 1930s. I'm trying to remember when it came out. It was a long time ago. It was on the PC. It's your typical, obviously, Mafia game. You know, Italian Mafia and all this other stuff. I remember liking the game, although it is a bit dated now. I think I still had the original PC copy somewhere in my inventory somewhere. I'll have to maybe pull that out one day and maybe do a comparison or whatever. And then I played the second game. I liked the second game, but the problem with the second game is it tried to be open world with not much open world into it. It's almost like you just went... there was only no reason to explore. It's basically just you went from mission to mission. At least in the third game, they made it more open world, but I wasn't a fan of the story of the third one, personally. I heard a lot of people who were fans of the first two weren't really big fans of the third one, so... I might have a clue. Hey, if you like Mafia 3, great. Just not my cup of tea. Sorry, we're still on the main menu for a hot minute. Let's see what we need to do. Probably. Well, I've already turned it off my system, so it doesn't really matter. But let's see. Hard edition. Classic. Oh, whatever classic version is. Well, we'll leave it at that then, since I'm only doing a trial on it anyway. So, let's see. Enemy markers, turn by GPS, objective. Yeah, it's better just to... Oh, I didn't know you could... That's nice, you can skip drives and stuff like that. So, brightness, and we'll leave it as is. Noir mode. Ooh. I do like noir, but I kind of want to see what the design, what the color... I assume I could change that in the middle of the game or whatever. Let's turn the music down just a bit. Yeah, definitely want sound effects up so I can actually hear sometimes. Turn the master volume down just a smidge. That should be good enough. Okay. What's this? Just all the cards you can get? I am. Well, basically, if for those who aren't aware, Mafia is basically a Grand Theft Auto-ish type of game where you're supposed to go around the city, but obviously in this case, instead of it being like gangs and stuff like that and like Grand Theft Auto, this time it's dealing with the Mafia. So let's replay the story from the beginning and see how Mafia got started all those years ago. Let's look at let's see, easy. Players want a basic challenge, enemies less effective. There's a strong aim assistance. Please respond to fewer crimes. Medium. Fair fight, low aim assistance. Please respond to fewer crimes. Hard. Enemies more dangerous. Please respond to more crimes. Fewer UI indicators. And classic. Enemies are lethal. Whoa, lethal. Police respond to more crimes. Fewer UI indicators. Ammunition left in the clip is lost. Oh, really? Oh, was that really the original game? Because it says it's classic. I don't remember that at all. Man, it must have been a really long time if when I haven't played the game, if that's the case. Huh. Yeah, let's just stick to medium for now. I was thinking about classic, but I'm not sure about that, especially when the enemies are lethal. And I'm not that good at these types of games, so yeah, we're gonna stick to medium. Yeah, we'll just leave everything as is. Yep.
You Tommy?
Tommy Angelo.
Detective Norman.
You alone?
No self-respecting badges coming in here unless it's the health inspector.
What can I get you?
Just a coffee. Thanks. Dip your beak.
No, thanks.
Suit yourself. So, you said on the phone you might have a proposition for me.
That's right.
Well, if you're looking to set up a gravy train, you called the wrong cop. I'm not looking for any, associates.
Good. Because I'm on the nut. Can't even pay for the coffee. But I got plenty to trade.
Well, let's hear it.
How long you been in town?
3 years. Caught my teeth in Empire Bay.
Well, they handed you the Morello case. Right out of the gate.
That's what the paper says, ain't it? And what's it to you?
Tough break. Case must be getting pretty cold by now.
Or you got something might warm it up?
Yeah, I might have something.
And what's my end of the deal? You want money? Some sort of immunity?
None of that. I got people I need to protect.
Families. Always the Achilles heel, ain't it? So who you got? A sick ma or a wife and a litter of kids?
Wife and daughter.
And no one else to watch your back, I'm guessing.
Wouldn't be here otherwise.
Pity that. Pa always said a man needs friends if he's going to survive in this world.
Yeah. Well, in my world, it's the other way around.
No surprise there. Look, I can't promise anything for your family, not until I hear what you're trading. So, are you talking? Or are you just killing time before they come for you?
You think I'm on the run?
Oh, I know it, Tommy. Jesus, look at you. Surely gassed. You haven't slept for days. And your neck's got to be aching from all that looking over your shoulder you're doing. No, the way I figure it is you got someone powerful mean on your tail and they ain't giving up until you end up in the river. And you walk out that door without me, we both know you're not making it 5 steps. But, yeah, you stick around, you tell me your story, and maybe you got a shot at living long enough to walk that girl of yours down the aisle. Either way, it looks like I'm buying you a cup of coffee.
Christ, I don't know how everything got so balled up.
No one ever sees the haired pen until it's too late. But you didn't get handed a heater in the nursery, did you?
No. I was a cab driver back in '30. I mostly drove nights, because the money was better. It was at the end of one of those shifts, when I first met Polly and Sam. Shit!
Get up, Polly! There's a taxi here! We'll be okay! Move it! Come on!
Where to?
Anywhere. Fast!
Alright, we get to play. Yay! Alright, looks like
Got a gun pointed at you. They catch up, we're dead. But you don't get to walk away.
Okay, okay.
I don't want any trouble. Well, you got trouble. Drive. How the hell they know we'd be there? It doesn't matter now. We just gotta lose them. How many cars we got following? One for now. But there'll be more.
Hold tight. I'm gonna try something.
Oh,
Who were those guys?
You don't get to ask questions. We need to get over the river. Take the Giuliani Bridge.
Oh, okay.
That took a hot minute to start,
Your
but
leg
not too
okay
bad.
up there? Hurts like hell. When we're back, I'll wake up the doc. I don't know. It might be okay. Just getting the call anyways. Hey, I see you listening, cabbie. You don't get to listen either.
All I'm doing is taking you guys where you want to go.
So do that.
Well, it's hard to listen when people are talking like right next to you, dude. So, not for better, not for trying anyway. But it looks like we're playing a stoolie who got caught up in some situation and now wants out. So it's time to figure out. But yeah, that's how the story is. It's kind of funny how the game ends and the second game begins. But I don't want to say anything for spoiling. But let's just say it's kind of
we're at the
entertaining.
river. Where am I taking you once we're over the bridge?
I'm getting tired out of questions.
And for these guys, a little agitated for people who were on the run just recently, you know, I'm saving your butt, so maybe you should thank me, you know. Uh-oh.
More of them. Ah, shit.
Okay.
I know some shortcuts that'll slow them down.
I don't care how you do it. Just shake them off.
I guess I'm supposed to run into these things to, yeah, so...
That was your shortcut?
I lost him, didn't I?
Not all of them.
These guys really don't like it, do they?
Sometimes business partners fall out. It happens. Quit yapping, Polly. The more he knows, the more chance of him not seeing the sun come up.
I ain't heard a thing, fellas.
Ain't another thing. Got to go do it. Yeah, as soon as you run into
One
this
hell of a
thing,
wheelman, I'll give you that. They must have sent word out. There's more and more of them.
Okay, so I assume we just have to get out of the bubble, kind of like in most games where if you're in the cop area, you know, you or in the trouble, you just as soon as you leave, you're good to go. So
We're not gonna last long unless we're back on our own turf. Let's get back to the neighborhood.
oh, well, the game points out where I need to go anyway. So
Yeah. We can make it.
What the hell are we doing? Just sit tight and pray. Never done that before. Me neither. Okay, so Little Italy. Now. Your night's not over.
oh, good. I like the little signs telling you where to
see
go
this
without
coming.
actually being in game.
Think he squealed? I think you zip it tight. We talk it through back at the bar.
Like, there's not an actual sign in the actual... Well, you know what I mean. Like, it's just an indicator, but if there's no sign telling you... You know what I mean. Like, it's not an actual world sign. It's just an in-game tutorial thing saying, hey, you should go this way. I mean, obviously, I'm going to look at a map for those who don't want to stare at the little tiny corner there. They can do this, So far, the game looks great.
Okay,
I wonder...
we're close.
I wonder if they're using the Mafia 3 engine.
Pull over in front of that bar.
Salieri's place.
Yeah, that's the one. Wait here.
What for?
You want a little something from the Don or not?
Compensation for your services. Any damage to your car. This makes us square.
I'm sure it's more than enough.
Good. Don Salieri wants you to know that he's very grateful. So if you ever need anything, maybe a loan or some honest work, don't hesitate to ask. Don doesn't forget his friends.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
One more thing. This matter stays between us. Anyone asks where you got that money, you won it at poker. The scratches on your car, you swerved to keep from hitting a little old lady. You got it?
Of course.
See you around, kid.
Okay, but how's he going to explain the bullet holes? Same thing, swerving to miss an old lady. Sorry, I'm not talking very much. I'm not sure at what point should I be talking. I guess if nothing's
When I
happening, you
opened
know.
the envelope, I could have had a heart attack. Enough to fix the cab. Nearly enough to buy a new one. I thought about what Sam said about work. I wasn't interested. The money was good, sure, but I didn't want to get in with criminals. Better to be poor and alive than rich and dead. So, right there, back then, I was out.
Well, apparently that's a lie, because we're doing this, so... That was... okay. Just the driving section, huh? Well, you know. Anyway, yeah, it's been a while since I played the game, but, yeah, definitely graphically wise. Obviously, the original Mafia game is not going to compare to this graphically, but we'll see how gameplay works. But, yeah, I wonder if they're using the Mafia 3 game engine for this. I think it's the same studio who worked on Mafia 3, was Hangar 13, and the original makers of the game were, like... It said at the beginning, like, something Softworks or whatever. I don't think they... I'm trying to remember if they did the second game, too. I don't think so. I think there was another company that did the second game. And then, obviously, the third game was a completely different company, because I think 2K bought the Mafia license, like, a while back. You know, like a lot of game companies always buy all the licenses. I'm surprised they actually did anything with it, so... Anyway, let's continue. See how he gets wrapped up in the crime, because he said he was out, right? So, why are we at this point, huh? Obviously, they just... The money, the power, the fame, the speed... It all wraps in. It all comes together. Oh, I'm surprised the loading times are so bad on this. Running Man! Wonder if they've actually seen the movie they're basing this chapter
After
on.
that night with Salieri's guys, I was back working as soon as I could. But it felt different. You get a lot of time with your thoughts when you're a cabbie. And other people's thoughts, too.
You there, driver?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you driving or loitering?
Driving, ma'am. Always driving.
Oh, good. You sound like a lovely lady. Well, hopefully this is... Oh, right.
Hurry, I have an appointment.
All right.
So where to?
St. Michael's Church, directly.
All right, I'll get you there as quick as I can.
Careful, please.
I always drive careful.
Then you'd be the first.
Oh, the fact... I don't think in the original game they had a speed limiter, so... Oh, I turned it off.
Turn that racket off. I can't hear myself think.
Oops. It's a nice way to
That's much better.
teach you a way to, like, deal with the controls.
So, church. It's Sunday already?
Eyes on the road, please.
I'm not following the rules of the road. I played GTA 3 back in the day. Actually, I played the original GTA. Man, that is completely different from GTA 3, by the way, folks, if you've ever played the original Grand Theft Auto. I played most of the open world games. Son of a... God, everyone wants to just get in my way while I'm driving a nice, well, an old lady to church. I'm a respectable gentleman of society. I'm always driving old ladies to churches. Makes me feel good. So far, it looks the open world's pretty solid for the most part. I wonder if they just straight up did a remaster of the game, or if they actually added stuff to the game to give it more.
Stop there, by the park.
I better be getting paid extra for this, broad. Now I'm stepping.
Here you go. St. Michael's. That'll be 30 cents.
The only tip I'll give you is to stop smoking in your vehicle. I felt like I was sitting in an ashtray.
Sure. Whatever you say.
It's the 30s. Everyone smoked. Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette.
It's all the same.
And she's a racist, too. Smoke, smoke, smoke that cigarette. Something, something, something.
Better find a new fare.
I forgot how the song goes. You know, where they made you try to make you smoke and everything like that. The addictive substance. But it's so cool. Alright, so we gotta find another fare. Where do we get another fare from? Oh, there's a little indicator, so. I'm a crazy driver. This is New York. Wait, no, this ain't New York. Never mind. I think this is like in Illinois or something like that, actually. Something like that. Alright, time to get into the fair. Aha! I see you there. Get in! Hoof it! I'm ready to go. Ugh. See? I'm ready to go. As you know, well, as you well may know.
Art gallery. Get me there quick. Sure. Quick I can do.
Got to hit that lady.
Taking some time out. What's it to you? Not much. Just talking. I'm paying you to drive, so do that.
God, this whole town, everyone's so lovely.
Look at him out there. The problem with this downturn is that it's made people lazy, giving them an excuse. The work's not out there, pal. The work is always there. You just have to find it. I get it. You're a busy guy. I don't see so many these days. I saw this crapshoot depression coming. Sold up before the crash. So yeah, I get to be busy. Your busy day is gonna be looking at old paintings? I have a business meeting there with a colleague. Not that it's anything to do with you. If you ever find a real job, then maybe you'll understand. Until then, drive and quit bothering me. Yeah, I get you.
You gotta stop bothering me. Yeah, this takes place during the 30s, so the Great Depression's been on for quite a while, so anyone doing work to do what they did, the Dust Bowl, all this other fun stuff. I'm so glad I didn't live through that. Everyone, I mean, we had sort of recession not too long ago in the States where I live, but it was never as bad as like during the Great Depression. Not in a long shot. But you would think it was just because of how people felt, but no, there weren't like roving gangs of people moving from one state to the next because they couldn't afford like to eat or live in that state. You know, it was never that bad. So, but people always like to compare themselves to the days like it was just like that time. And like, yeah, okay, you keep telling yourself that. But you know, we always like to think our time is more important than in the past to learn from it. So. We're almost late. No.
On the gallery.
Okay, cool. Got there in time. You owe me 30 cents, pal.
There's 50 cents. I don't spend it all at once. I'll try not to.
Ooh, 20 cents. Well, actually, back in the day, that might have been quite a bit, but...
Every fair today's been a son of a bitch. On to the next.
I assume he gets paid a general fare, but you get paid more if you get tipped. It's like when you're a waiter or waitress, you get paid like diddly squat, so you have to try and get tips from people because that's how they take advantage of you. Thank God I never worked as a waiter. It's like that and the food profession is one of the few places I never want to work. Hey, if you work there, I'm not against you. I'm just saying that world does not treat people very well. Well, most worlds don't.
Oh boy, you look like shit.
I've been working since 5. What's your excuse?
Booze.
Figures. Where are we going?
Little Italy, 21st Street.
Yeah, we're driving a drunkard.
If I don't tell the cops about the liquor on your breath, you don't tell them when I break the limit. Good deal.
Great deal. Got any good fares today?
Yeah, some. But never enough of them.
Who's got the money for cab rides since the market tanked and it all went to shit, I guess? Only reason I got you taking me places is I'm drunk and don't know better. Cops see enough drunk fellas. They're only after the people moving it and selling it.
Yeah, but I've seen them go after guys for less.
Guess so. If they think they can shake something out of you, they will use any excuse. This city's corrupt as all hell.
Sure is.
That's why roving gangs and Mafia members driving in the middle of the night shooting out the place. Scary. Yeah, I don't live in a place like that, luckily. You know, I don't have to worry about sleeping properly or anything like that. They might get jumped in the middle of the night. No. Neighborhood's pretty safe and cozy for the most part. I mean, every once in a while you get something stolen from your front yard or whatever, but it's so rare that it's like, yeah, it's annoying, but it's like, it's not like every day, you know. But it's usually like kids or rich boys who just want to steal something just to steal something. Yeah, I don't know why you'd steal. Okay, come on. Well, at least we're not at a time limit or anything, so we can just drive however we want. And the booze guy, the drunkard, is the only nice guy here.
Just up here on the corner, please.
At least he seems nice anyway, despite him being drunk. I drive better when I had it.
Hey, my cousin has a coffee stand around the corner. Tell him Lucio sent you. Take a break, huh?
Thanks. Might just do that.
Sometimes there are good people in this city. Just like in real life. And then sometimes you're surrounded by assholes. Free cup of coffee. That's the life. And 30 cents for every.
Whoa, Jesus. Oh. Hey, how you doing, pal? You remember me?
No.
Yeah?
Now where are the cops when you need them?
Huh? Mr. Morello's a little bent. Shouldn't go helping Salieri's goons, huh? I'm gonna have to give you a beating. Just so you always remember who runs this town. Make it so you won't do much rocking for a while.
Well, they would have shot me if I hadn't helped him.
Look at this guy. I didn't think he'd make it fun. Let's get him.
Great. All right. Time for a running segment. You can't catch me. Of course, we get caught up in the criminal world because we helped some people, even though we didn't really want to, but they kind of threatened me. I was like, okay. But yeah, the good old-fashioned running on foot segment. Except this time we're getting chased instead of doing the, or instead of us chasing someone else. Okay, I don't even know what they're talking about. Yeah, pretty athletic, it seems like. Well, isn't that guy pretty young, like early 20s type of situation? So yeah, it makes sense he'd have a bit of energy. And this is before the time where people ate like a shit ton of processed food, so you're probably a bit more healthier than modern day people, that's for sure. Especially in the 30s where you didn't have barely enough money to eat some sandwiches, you know.
Look at this.
How you doing, kid? Dino, Lou. You got business with the Don?
Nah, we're just trying to talk to that cabbie over there, that's all.
That right.
Yeah.
Well, this here's the Don's favorite driver. So anything you gotta say to him, you can say to me.
Is that right? Well, I'll tell you something, pal. We ain't leaving empty-handed, that's for sure.
Well, then maybe you ain't leaving at all.
Ah.
Okay, then. See your boys around. Let's go, Lou.
Wouldn't they have known? Don't they know that this guy's they're part of their territory? Like.
Thanks.
Least we could do.
Come on, let's go say hi to the Don.
Don Salieri?
Yeah. He's gonna want to hear about this.
Well, might as well take a load off since they bashed my cab. Is that the Don or just some... Doesn't look like a Don. Aren't they all supposed to look like Marlon Brando? That's what that movie taught me. Right? That's why it's called Running Man. So we get a trophy. Man, you just have to sneeze to get a trophy in this game. No. All right, let's. Well, we got plenty of time. Let's play another chapter. These are going by swimmingly. When do we get to the open world stuff, though? I mean, we are kind of, well, I mean, we don't have much agency right now, but that's usually what it is for a lot of these games. Usually takes a while. Molotov Party, 1930. Usually takes a while in these games to get set up and started until you can get to a point of, oh, that's got to be the Don. Guess the other guy was his consigliere or whatever. Yeah, I watched The Godfather, like I said. I know what I'm talking about.
What do they call you, son?
Thomas. Thomas Angelo.
They call me Tim.
Frank told me you ran into some trouble?
I ran
Yes,
away from it.
My cab got smashed up pretty good.
Yeah.
Morello's thugs went after him on account of Tommy helping us.
This, taxi.
For now, I guess.
Yes, sir.
I feel a sense of responsibility here. So I'm going to set you up with a small loan, enough to get that cab of yours fixed up.
Oh, small loan for, like,
I
with high
appreciate
interest
that,
rates.
Sir, but I'm not looking for a handout.
Then what are we doing here?
I just want a shot at the bastards who wrecked my cab.
You hear that, Frank? The kid wants my permission to get into a fight.
Yes, I heard. 'Heard. 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 '
All the Morello's girls hang out at a bar he owns. Paul, you know the place.
Sure do, boss.
Good. You can ride along with Tommy. There's a lot right next to the bar where they park their cars. Go smash up a few tin cans, send Morello a message. He can't rough up hard-working Joes in my neighborhood without getting a black eye.
Thank you, Mr. Salieri. I won't let you down.
This is how it
And
starts.
Tommy, when you get back, we'll talk about what's next for you.
This hard-working Joe's gonna get wrapped up into the world
No
of
one
the
else knows you
underground.
here, so tread careful, okay?
Sure.
The boss finished yet?
Nah, you got more time to sit on your ass.
We just go straight to
Who's
the
the new
bar?
guy?
All right.
Cabbie, we're helping him out.
He's gonna drive the boss?
Nah, you don't lose your job that easy.
I hate sitting around. Boring as hell.
If the boss says you're not ready to come out on collections, what can you do?
I don't get what his problem is with me, Paulie. What do you think I gotta do to...
Think you shouldn't ask me, Carlo. Not gonna give a good answer. Anyways, I got places to be. Okay, come through this way. I'll take you to Vinny first. He's a loudmouth, but Frank and the Don have known him since forever.
What's he do?
We go see him whenever we need to do any, heavy lifting. We make sure we're well healed for winters.
Yeah. Well, anyway. Let's barely read the cursive. At least they got you, for those who have a hard time reading cursive, you can go to the note here. Letters to Salieri. Don Salieri, I am writing to let you know of my joy to hear that you will be attending the wedding of my daughter. Because I have to give you a favor, because that's how these things work, according to that one movie. Please, if there's any future arrangements you wish to from me, let me know. It was a wonderful day, and for the world to see that the occasion has your blessing will make it even more special and memorable. Your little friend, Giovanni Romano. Hey, Karen.
Find anything good?
Yeah,
I'm watching you. Got it?
I get it.
Don't watch me. I'm just a cabbie. I'm just trying to live life to the fullest. Let's see what this says. Prohibition is here to stay. Prohibition here to stay. Production and sale of alcohol to remain illegal. In a speech to Gather Press, President Herbert Hoover reiterated today that the noble experiment of prohibition will remain in place. Forced to respond to Democratic criticism, Hoover also promised a more efficient and better funded Prohibition Bureau to prevent profiteering and smuggling. Prohibition. What basically... I mean, there have been, criminals and gangs and all this other stuff before, but Prohibition really put the gang / mafia / whatever market to, into the rise of the whole idea of booze being outlawed. So all these groups popped up from that, criminal organizations. So thanks, America and Herbert Hoover and others like that for creating that. I mean, it would have happened eventually. This is where a lot of those groups kind of got started, at least in America anyway. So yeah, smuggling, not smuggling.
Nazista, ricordi? Si.
CZ. A cigarette card. Huh. Cool. I guess you can collect them from all the characters.
Come back later.
I'm really trying to remember if the original game had that or not.
Bars are closed. For you, I'm afraid.
Okay, it's a closed to me. Jeez, all right. Yeah, Prohibition, one of the worst choices ever happened. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of alcohol either, but everyone did at the time, and just to tell everyone that you can't do it. Yeah, not a good call, government people.
Another bullshit day.
Then again, there's other things that probably should be banned. I don't know. It's the choices of the land of the free.
More where it came from. Don's grateful for your business.
Oh.
We're grateful for his dough. But we gotta go. Long drive back north.
Grateful for the dough? Oh, no heat.
Buongiorno, Vincenzo.
Ciao, Polly. Oh, she's gonna sing.
Who's this then?
Vinny, this here's Tommy Angelo. We're doing a little job together.
All right, good. Hey, you just need bean shooters or rods?
Nah, we just need something to write off a few cars.
Huh. Oh, I got just the thing.
This classic should do the trick. Oh!
The Louisville Slugger. Yep.
Hey, if the bat don't work out for use, I got a few cocktails here.
Ay, ay, ay.
Careful with them, though. Don't want to burn off your short hairs.
That seems like a nice fellow.
Good
Hate to have to kill you.
Tom. Let me know if Paulie gives you a hard time. I'll straighten him out.
For criminals, they seem so nice. Anyway, we got some Molotov cocktails. We got a gold old bat.
If the boys don't scare you away, I'll fix you with a gat.
But I want to check this thing over here. Move.
You can look around, sure, but not
There we
reach the
go.
room.
I just want to read it. Oh, yeah. Ooh, dime detectives. Ah, back in the day where comic books were only a dime. That's where the term dime novels came from. Short stories always cost only a dime. Nowadays, not so much. But inflation and all that, you know. And it's a different
in the
time.
garage. He's a special kind of idiot, but he's got a way with cars. I don't get how this moron gets interested in her. But I'm telling you, it's like some kind of black magic.
So he's like an idiot savant for cars, huh?
Hey, genius! Get your head out of your ass!
What the fuck there, Polly? You can't just sneak up on a guy like that.
I'm sorry, Ralphie. I'm just busting your balls.
See, you're still limping. Guess we got two cripples working here.
We ain't nothing alike. You got that, Ralph?
Sure, Polly. Yeah.
Tommy.
Polly's one of those people who can't take a joke, even though he dishes out the jokes.
Like I said, Ralphie here's a cracked egg. Well, you bring him a stolen car, he'll make it yours. Tom and me, we got a job to do. We need some wheels.
How about this one, Polly? It ain't a hot rod, but it'll get you across to town.
All right, let's go. You're driving.
I'm a cabbie, so.
And don't let me catch you loafing off again.
Loafing? Looks like he's working, from what I understood.
One day I'm gonna cut your brake line, asshole.
Jesus.
I don't know what Ralph's trying to pull giving us this motor. I want to show you something about the good life, and you're driving something my mom could have bought 20 years ago. If I know Ralph, he probably got it taken out of our yard.
Yeah, the car's fine. It's good to get a change from the cab.
You don't have to be nice about it. Stig's a tin can.
So, was that whiskey back there in the truck?
Yep, new supplier.
You guys deal in broad daylight?
Normally, nah. This was their first drop-off. The cops know better than to come sniffing around our turf. Morello, the guy whose cars you gonna torch, he's got more friends on the force than us. But we're okay, as long as we're careful. Keep an eye over our shoulder. Some of the Canadian whiskey that comes through, you want a bottle? Just ask. We'll keep some back for friends.
Ah, I'm no big drinker. I used to tip back bathtub gin most days, but not so much now. That stuff's no good for you.
You don't have to go blind now, though. To us, you got a line in the good stuff.
Well, that's good of you. Thanks.
Not just the booze we supply, Tom. It's the places we deliver to. The dames they got in these places. Best tables, best food, best skirt. Some way to live.
Right now, all I want to do is wreck the day of the bastards who wrecked mine.
Sure, sure.
Besides, all this could get a guy in trouble.
Trouble says the guy is about to set fire to Morello's parking lot.
I got you to protect me. It'll go fine.
Well, if it don't go fine, try not to let them see your face. Either that, or you hit them so hard they don't remember it.
I wonder if the voice acting is the same from before, or if they redid all the voice acting too. I haven't played the first game in so long, so I don't know if they just redubbed everything and just basically just took the bare bones of the game and just ramped it up a bit. Man, I really do need to pop in my old copy of the game. I wonder if it'll still, if my old CD will still install properly. I don't know. That's the bad thing about technology is that even if you have the, at least when it comes to PC, even if you have the CD, although I've heard you can buy like weird emulations or like drives that'll let you read old discs and install them. Actually, I think Windows does have some compatibility spots where you can turn your system, like basically emulate the old Windows system to let you install it or something like that. So, but oh, we finally get to just do stuff. But of course, by the time we get there,
turf now. There's some kind of line between his streets and Salieri's streets.
Not really. There's always some give and some take. Though in general, we look after Little Italy, and his guys work North Park. And more besides. You're walking on the wrong sidewalk, in the wrong part of town, you start getting a sense you need to be someplace else. You can feel it long before they start appearing on street corners to stare you down.
and of course, as soon as I start getting into talking, the game is like, no, I don't want to interrupt the conversation. That's why I've been trying to figure out like when to talk. You know, it's like, do I talk in the middle of the lines just to try and speed it up, or do I just let it run?
Okay, it's close by.
Let's park and get to bashing. Yeah.
Morello's goons smoke and jaw up front and leave their motors out back. There's some lazy bastards.
The lazy
Put
bastards.
some gorilla on guard duty, but it's always some no-name schmuck. Come on, over here. You gotta sneak in and wreck the cars. Send a message.
Man, could Paulie's voice be any whinier?
Why are you coming with?
To see if you get shot.
Convenient sneaking place. All right, now what?
Kate,
No.
you go quiet. You know how to go
We had to hold it down?
Yeah, like that.
Oh boy.
He's got his name, guys. You'll get there someday.
You'd think it'd be one of those games where you just have to press it and it automatically keeps you.
No one sees our heads.
Oh, there we go.
No one tries to pop them.
All right, never mind then. Well, it looked like it wasn't letting me like sneak when I pressed it down,
Go to this gate and up
or
onto their
when I
roof.
let go.
I'll go keep their chump busy while you creep up and jump him from behind.
You're gonna keep him busy, huh? Well, we'll see. You just told me that a Vault game. You don't even remind me.
Distracted. It's the best thing.
And now we got sneaking music.
I get the money on time. Ah, he's good for it.
I assume the game will pretty much point out where if I'm nearby like I just slid into it.
What the hell you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
I mean what I say. What the hell are you doing back there?
Who are you?
A guy who don't know what idiot told you to keep lookout here.
Dino told me.
Dino? Salieri's got guys all over town trying to give Morello a black eye. And Dino makes him cart the cars?
Listen, fella.
There was just one time when I had the chance to get him.
I guess I wonder how long you would have talked before you had to let go. I was almost just gonna let them keep talking
Now
and see.
let's get to these cars. Take your bat and start swinging.
All right, hold down to the wheel. Let's bat it up, yo. There we go. Just pick a car by light blue, so we'll beat up green. Stupid
We're
green.
up against it here. That's great.
There we go.
Driving that again.
Now we're seeing. That's a lot of damage. Wait, what?
Hey, get away from the
Oh
car.
God.
Want some there, Tommy?
Oh, whoops.
You got some kind of death wish?
Oh. Okay.
Just like that. You got it. Son of a...
Man, for being a regular cabbie guy, he's kind of pretty aggressive when he needs to be.
Use a Molotov and let's see some flames.
Flame, did you say? Oh, right. Hold the aim. Oh, just a casual toss.
Got that nice and good.
Yeah, that's hot. Do I need to do it again?
Yeah, Morello's crew would have heard that.
Whole block heard that.
Dude, oh, right. Okay,
I'm not
hold
gonna do it for you.
on. Well, fine.
Love your work. We gotta go. We can take Dino's car.
How'd you know this is Dino's car?
Kinda like you, and you got a good car. I'm gonna know where you.
Reports of burning vehicles and gunfire in North Park. It's right near
Let me steal
Morello's
some
place.
drugs.
Don't bring
There
in
we
the
go.
wrong people.
Old
Schubert,
ways are
huh?
the best ways. Straight through the gate. We gotta get out of here before the bull show. There's Schubert. Don't let him get away! Drive, you bastard!
Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, I can turn off limiter.
We got cops.
So, what do we do?
We lose them by driving real fast and getting clear of them.
Sounds good.
Alright, where do we want to go? Oh yeah, it's probably better to go
Right
forward.
now they're pissed, but let's not get them real pissed.
Okay, mini map. Okay. But yeah, if we're near cops, we have to turn the limiter back on. Oh wait, except
What part of stay out of sight wasn't clear?
well, I was trying to. Don't leave the cops, but I don't want to leave the Salieri's. What the? Why'd they stop? Huh. Okay. Well, I'm glad they stopped then.
Okay, we lost them. Stay out of sight till they drive safe. They're still looking for us.
Okay, now back to. No, come on. There we go. Ah, now just a nice drive back home after blowing up some cars and beating up people with bats. Yeah, Angelo for being a guy who's not
Drive
really.
careful, Tom. You don't need more heat.
Yeah, no more heat.
All cars, pursuit is called off. Abandoned search and
We're good. Let's head back and see the boss.
I thought Salieri had cops on the books.
Some street cops, sure. But Morello's got the chief in his pocket.
You really want to mess with someone who's got the chief in their pocket, though?
How'd it feel? Feel good?
How'd what feel?
Taking out the guy. Taking Dino's car. Feel good?
Yeah, I guess it did.
There's no time like the first time, Tom. Don't get better. You think it's for you? This life?
What's it to you?
Hey, I'm just asking questions. I like asking questions.
I doubt that every day you and Sam go and panel beat motors in parking lots.
There's busy days, there's slow days. I've had more of an introduction than I ever got.
You never got to beat up Dino's pals and take his motor?
Nah, stole enough cars to get noticed, I guess. When I got squeezed by the cops, knew never to squeal. And one day I found myself in a yard behind a bar drawn with Vincenzo. 10 years go by and I'm still there. So, I got a suit now, and Vinny's an old bastard.
I always thought that to be in a family you had to have more connections. Your brother, or your uncle, or...
Oh, some guys, sure. Your cousin got made, or you like Carlo's pop went way back with the Don. That means you get trusted more when you're starting out. But there's plenty of us who came in off the street. I'm thinking we get you in front of the boss, then we tip a few.
Well, I don't got plans, so...
Sure you don't got plans. The plans are to feed Vinny so much booze that Luigi has to roll him out the door again.
I'm good with whatever.
Sure you are.
What about our cabbie and everything like that? Do we basically just turn in our papers like, yeah, we're done. Our car got smashed. You know, that type of thing. Anyway, let's turn this in and, I don't know, keep it, sell it, I don't know, get drunk. I was about to say, I didn't think I had to land exactly on that, did I?
Well, what happened to the car I sent you out with?
Dumped it.
Well, why?
It was a boiler. This one's better.
A better car with a broken window?
Fresh air never killed nobody.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with cars. I only know I do like the aesthetic of older cars, but I don't know like what they're like when it comes to boilers and like, you know, the mechanisms of older vehicles, stuff like that. So, but the only problem with older vehicles is that aesthetically they look good, but they don't, like they're not efficient vehicles, and they're heavy too. I think old cars were made out of steel, if I recall, or something similar. Like, man, you get hit with a car from old times. Especially during, I think it was like the 60s or 70s or something like that, where cars were really, really dense. Nowadays, it's, not so much. Super science! Man, how do you run? Can we, oh. It's like, can we run or something like that? Or jog or something like that? It looked like holding down the X did that. But obviously, since I'm in like a weird situation, it's not letting me run. I was just seeing if there's any more collectible stuff. There's something over there, but I can't get to that, so. Probably another way. Oh, that's that one guy's. Right, okay. Yeah. That's, forgot his name already. That wasn't even that long ago either, so. Alright, I guess let's, meet the Don and I guess call it an episode, I think. Yeah, we're just starting out. We're almost a made man, really, even though we didn't really want to, but I don't know, something about doing what we did just makes us want to keep going. It's like a drug. You just want to keep doing it over and over and over again. Hits those endorphins, or whatever you want to call it.
He's still with you then?
Somehow, yeah.
Hey, boss. It's done.
No trouble?
Yeah, nothing we couldn't handle, Mr. Salieri.
Good, good. Sit down. You see Morello?
Nah. But he'll be plenty pissed when his boys tell him what happened.
He's not going to be able to think straight for weeks. See, that's the difference between me and Morello. I'm a businessman. I do everything with this. Every decision I make, it's what's good for the business and my boys. But Morello, he's a hothead. And all that anger burns out the brain. And when he gets mad, he gets stupid.
You got nothing like that to worry about with Tommy here. He was aces the whole way, boss.
I'm glad to hear it. I got a growing business here. We could use a guy like you to help out around the bar. Maybe run some errands, make sure the bills get paid on time. You up for that?
Oh, it'd be an honor, sir.
Good. Good. Now, Polly and Sam have already vouched for you. But you need to understand we have a few rules around here, so you listen and listen good. First, no cursing on the premises. There's a million words out there. And the man who needs to resort to fuck this and fuck that is just ignorant or lazy. Second, we don't deal in the hard stuff. I don't want any dope fiends in this neighborhood. We'll let Morello poison his own people if that's what he wants. Finally, stay out of trouble with the cops. We only have a few on the payroll. And if you cross the line, the rest will come after you. You understand?
Yes, Mr. Salieri.
Then I'm going to only ask you for one more thing, Tommy. I don't keep Paulie and Sam around just because they're strong. A lot of guys out there bigger and tougher than these two. And I don't keep Frank on the payroll because he's smart. Though he is an artist with the numbers. All these guys in this room, they're here because they have the only thing that matters to me. The only thing that should matter to any of us. You know what that is, Tommy?
Family? Friendship? Friendship is magic? Money? What was that, glitch?
They're loyal.
That's right. Now you stay straight with me, you're gonna be living the high life, Tom. But you abuse my trust.
Don Salieri, you won't ever need to worry about me.
Until I squeal on you, like however many years later when we tested the detective.
Okay, then.
Or if it's not Salieri, someone else.
Welcome to the family.
I thought we weren't going to do this. Now we're all part of the family. Oh, kiss me. Oh, gross.
Excellent. Now I'm starving. Luigi!
Watch Jackie Gleason while we eat.
Welcome. A barman Luigi is not much of a cook. But his daughter Sarah, Maron.
She makes a great spaghetti or lagoon. I don't know. All right, the way the city works, huh? So, yep, even though we didn't want to do the whole thing, but because some people beat up our car, we beat him back, and now we're like, hey, I like doing all this. So, Tommy's on his way to the high life for now until we end up to the situation it is. What'll happen? How will we get there? I don't know. But if I decide to keep playing this game and finish it, which I probably will, I'll show you what happens at the end with the let's finish this. But as as is. I mean, it looks great. There were a few graphical glitches I noticed in there in a couple of spots, especially during that cutscene. This game's been out for like a couple of months, hasn't it? At least by the time it's recording, I think this game's been out for a little while. So I'm surprised that's in there. Nothing that breaks the game, but it's a little odd. But that usually happens with open world games. More or less likely something's going to occur. Or I almost wish I had played this without patching it just to see like what happened upon initial release. Before that, like were people T-posing all over the place or something like that. But anyway, I mean the sound looks good. Like I said, the engine that they used. I mean, it seems like it was from Mafia 3, so I'm assuming that's what they did, or at least it overhauled it from the. Because it'd be easier to use another engine and just place all the assets into that than just make a new one from scratch. Like I said, it sounds good for the most part, so it seemed to play pretty solid. The driving wasn't clunky or anything like that, so give props to that. And I do like the original game. I've heard some people have some issues with the game overall. Probably certain things happen later on, but as of right now, I'd keep playing just because I'm interested to see. I like a good old-fashioned detective / mafia story. I like Godfather, Goodfellas, and stuff like that. So we'll see where it go there. So if you like the game, I hope you if you liked the playthrough, great. If you liked what you saw, obviously it'll give you an idea if you want to buy it or not. Or if you didn't like what you see, save you some money there, and either that or rent it or find a cheaper way to get it. So anyway, we'll leave it there, and Tommy, and he'll do his own thing. And if I get back to this later with a let's finish this, and I'll show you what happens to him afterwards. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next game.